Good Sunday morning, everybody. How have y'all been doing? Sorry, I'm just trying to adjust because I have glare sitting in my face. Let me see if I can't get that to go away real quick. There we go. Like I was saying, good Sunday morning, everyone. I hope you guys have had a fantastic week. And I know it has been a good long while since my last video. Life got crazy, and I mean really crazy. I started my new job on January 2nd. As you all know, I graduated from Ultimate Medical Academy in October of 2023, and I was going on numerous... Sorry, y'all, I'm just trying to function with the light being in my face. I went on numerous job interviews for different positions within the healthcare industry, and nothing panned out, or nothing was panning out, or I was getting calls back saying that they were going in different directions, or even worse, I wasn't getting a call back at all. And I was reaching out to my career advisor for assistance, and she wasn't really getting much feedback. I applied and interviewed for everything spanning from a pharmacy technician, for which I had to go and get registered to do. I applied at a dialysis clinic. I applied as a medical records clerk. Nothing panned out. So finally, Thanksgiving's approaching, Christmas is approaching, and I looked at my husband and I said, send me the link to your company because I know they're always hiring. And I applied, and I think it may have been December 27th. They called me and said, we have a class starting on January the 2nd. Are you interested? And I said, yes. And I have been with Solera. Well, actually, Solera is the parent company. The company that I actually work for is called Lynx Services. We are a third-party glass claims administrator for auto insurance companies. So basically what I do is, say you have a chip or a crack in your windshield. You call your insurance company goes, nope, call this number. So they call that number and you'll reach somebody like me. So what I do is I gather information related to the incident that caused the glass damage, including the year, make, and model of your vehicle and your insurance policy number and all that fun jazz. And then I will locate a shop that is willing or is able to repair the damage or completely replace the windshield, whichever the case may be. And then I contact the shop and I set the shop I send the work order to the shop, and then the shop and the customer then set up the appointment to have the work actually done. I'm not performing the work. I'm just somebody that files the claim for the insurance company. I have been working at this job steadily since January 2nd of 2024. I work 10-hour shifts. So usually my shifts run from 9:30 in the morning till 8 o'clock at night. And those are on Mondays, Wednesdays, Friday, and Saturday. So that means that I have Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday off. Now, this week was an exception because I ended up, as you all know, I am an epileptic, and I got overheated and started having an aura while sitting in the office on Friday morning. So I looked at my team and I said, I'm not feeling well, and they said, then you need to go home. Luckily, my husband also works in the same office, and he was only a couple of cubicles down from me, so it wasn't like I was without him, which is also one of the nice perks of working at the same company that your husband works for, so that if something medically were to happen while I was at work, my husband is right there. We're actually making enough of an income that my husband and I were able to, this past Thursday, we were able to go and buy a brand new car. Not new as in it's a 2023 or 24 model, but it is new to us. It is a 2017 Chrysler Pacifica. So we got rid of our 06 GMC Envoy, which was falling apart, literally on its last leg. And I think a lot of that had to do with when we were in North Carolina. And I am so sorry about the glare, you guys. It's ridiculous. When we were in North Carolina, we were doing Amazon Flex. And so that car, first of all, that car's very first big trip was going from Antigo, Wisconsin, all the way down to Franklinton, North Carolina. And then when we got to North Carolina, we started doing Amazon runs. So then we were going all over North Carolina doing Amazon. And then we did another long trip from Franklinton, North Carolina to Catawba, Kentucky. So that was another long trip. And that car had just basically, if cars could talk, it pretty much said, "Nope, I'm done. You guys have killed me." So we traded it in, got this beautiful Chrysler Pacifica. My husband has actually decided we are no longer going with any brand of car except for Chrysler, and I'm like, okay. My main thing right now is I'm trying to get, because like I said, it's brand new. It's not even a week old yet. To us anyway, it is a couple of years old. It was a 2017 model. But it's still new to us. I still have, in fact, if I can show you, I don't know if I can flip the camera around, but I have still on the window is the residue from the sticker that, they stick the price tag on the inside of the window, because they didn't take that off before they let us drive the car off the lot. So I pulled it off and there's some residue, but I'll get that off eventually. We're also, and mind you, we wouldn't have been able to do this had our tax check not come in. And yes, we filed our taxes. We got our refund back. We got a new car. We are in the process of, I actually have in my hand an application for a home. We would be renting it for quite a while until we can buy, but we went and looked at it yesterday. It's a nice 2-bedroom, 2-bath mobile home. My only issue with it is the fact that the color scheme is very dark. It's almost like cherry wood flooring, and then the cabinets are like this dark brown, and all the appliances are black. So the color scheme of the house is very dark, but I can live with that, because I wouldn't be living where we're living now, which is, like I said, if you've been watching my videos, you know that we live with my mother-in-law and my brother-in-law and my mother-in-law's boyfriend. In fact, my daughter and my husband and I, we don't even have actual bedrooms. My daughter is asleep in the living room right now. And my husband and I sleep in what is technically, I guess, supposed to be the dining room area, but is actually the only legitimate hallway between the main portion of the house and the kitchen. The bathroom is actually off of that hallway. The washer and dryer are in that hallway. The washer has not worked since we've been here, so we constantly are going back and forth to the laundromat, or we're washing clothes in a bucket in the bathtub and then drying them in the dryer, because the dryer works just fine. It's the washing machine that doesn't work. Our issue right now that we're having, and I don't know if it got resolved or what the deal is, for a while there we had run out of propane, and so they came and they refilled the propane, because that's how the house is heated during the winter, is it's propane. That's also how we cook. But then all of a sudden now the hot water heater for this house is on the fritz. There was somebody that just left like maybe 25 minutes ago or so. I don't know. They weren't here for very long, so I doubt anything got done in the time span that they were here. In fact, I will have to go in a little bit and find out, but that's what is happening with that. Sorry, y'all, I did not mean. I was scratching my nose, not picking it, I promise. As you can see, I splurged and kind of spoiled myself with this tax check, and I got a manicure, and that's something I've been wanting to do for quite a while. When I was living with my dad and my stepmom, she actually considered any type of like self-care, makeup, nail polish, anything like that, like face masks, anything like that, eye masks. She considered anything like that to be a luxury and not needed. So she was not very big into self-care, or I should say letting other people care for themselves. Now, she could go and get, those stupid little eye masks that go like under your eyes here, or a facial mask, or she could go and get a pedicure, but heaven forbid we do it. So we left. Schooling. My daughter is now completely out of the school system. I'm not putting her back in. We tried doing the whole virtual through the county, but they were saying that she wasn't logging in enough, which was bullcrap, because she was able to log in every day and do work up until Christmas vacation. And then when school started back up after Christmas, that's when we started having login issues. And so the school just was like, well, she hasn't been logging in, so now she's got to come back to the physical building. And we're like, nope. So my husband went and turned the laptop back in and sent paperwork to completely pull her out and say, nope, we're homeschooling her. Done deal. Done. Not happening anymore. And so we, as of next year, we are going to, she's going to end up repeating the 8th grade. That's not going to be an option, unfortunately, because she didn't have enough in-person or virtual instruction to pass the 8th grade. I know that without a shadow of a doubt, she's going to have to repeat the 8th grade. But it's going to be somewhere where we have legitimate internet access and she can do schoolwork. My husband and I have already told her, I said she's not going back into an in-person setting. Lyon County schools can go fuck themselves. They screwed my daughter over. You don't punish the victim of bullying for sticking up for themselves, and that's what they did. That's why we went the homeschool route, or the school from home route, because they weren't doing anything about the bullying except punishing her for trying to stand up for herself, and that's not okay with my husband or I. So anyway, that's that. I don't know what else to say. Making videos is actually very hard, because now with my work schedule, which I just told you guys, my time is very limited. I only have a couple of days a week where I can do it, and usually during those couple days a week, I have other things that I need to get done. So picking up the phone to record a YouTube video is not very high on my list of priorities. Do I watch YouTube? Oh, heck yeah, all the dang time I watch YouTube. But picking up my device to make a video is just not very high on my list of things that I need to get done or that I want to accomplish for the day. Usually on my days off, it's like, I don't even want to talk on the phone. I'd rather, if you need to get a hold of me, you can text me or you can message me via Messenger, and I might get back to you if I'm not busy. But when it comes to like talking on the phone, because I talk on the phone at work every single time that I'm there for 10 hours a shift, the last thing I want to do on my days off is pick up the phone and talk to somebody. Now, that doesn't mean that, on my days off, if I need to schedule a doctor's appointment for myself or my daughter, that I won't pick up the phone and schedule, because I will. That's just something that needs to be done. But if somebody just wants to call me and just chew the fat, I'm not going to do that on my days off, because I spend so much time during the week on the phone. Literally, I have a headset just like this, maybe a little bit thinner, that sits on my head. It's plugged into my phone system on the computer. I have a whole slew of programs that I have to open up and log into when I go to work on Monday, including but not limited to our phone system and my scheduling system and my schedule, so I can see, when I'm supposed to take my breaks, when I'm supposed to go to lunch, and our program for filing claims. But and in fact, literally on my computer screen at work, I have so many windows open from logging into the computer. So that's the very first thing that I do. I log into the computer system, and then there's a folder where I have to go to access the internet portal that our work uses, our company uses, I shouldn't say work, but company. And then once I'm on that, then I can log into the scheduling system, or the time card system, so I can clock in. And then there's the phone system and the platform that we use to file claims. And I also have a matrix open. I also have my email, my company email is open. I have a team chat program that is open, so that I can, if I need authorization for whatever to get into something, I can reach out and say, hey, I need this for this. And it's actually quite, I like my job, I really do. But at the end of the day, believe you me, I'm ready to come home and relax. And sorry, I was just picking up this application off so it doesn't fall. I'm ready to come home and I'm ready to relax and chill, usually watching a movie. And that's the other thing, I was trying to get my daughter to realize that she doesn't own the TV, that it's not specifically hers. She doesn't get to monopolize it. Not even kidding when I say that her new obsession is the Trolls. I don't want to call it a saga, but I don't really want to call it a franchise either. But I think that's what it's going to turn out to be, because there's just so much. And when I say Trolls, I mean Poppy and Branch and Bridget the Bergen, and there's just so many. Ironically, my favorite one that they did was when they turned Ozzy Osbourne into a troll for the second movie. They turned him into a troll, and it was actually kind of funny. So that's that. I enjoy it. I mean, she enjoys it. I'm okay with it to an extent. I'll watch it. Um, but in terms of like thinking that it's like the best darn thing next to sliced bread, not so much. Well, I guess, guys, I'm gonna end it here. Because, like I said, I really don't know what all to say. So I will be back on whenever the mood strikes me. Just stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. If you haven't already, please subscribe, like, share, spread the word. Thanks, guys. I will see you soon. Bye.